I'm the gaming team. Welcome to God of War Ghost of Sparta. This is the second PSP game to ever come out for the God of War series. Now, for it, you also know that yes, I've done a lot of already unlocked for obvious reasons. Getting all of this was actually extremely hard to do. Taking my land, everything. Now I don't know how you get this one. I don't know what that is. That's obviously. Now, one thing that I think is really good is the Ghost of Sparta. Now, as from the first game I played on the PSP, Olympic, I will be playing it with a really good. The obvious being a really good. Now, it's pretty much for a lot of people already know what Kratos is doing. It's basically the exact same game, but just a little bit of a gimmick.
Kratos, the Ghost of Sparta, had taken his place amongst the Olympians as the god of war. The bloodshed, the relentless battles, had finally brought him here. Ares was dead, and though Olympus beckoned, visions of his mortal existence still haunted him.
Kratos, help me.
Kratos knew that this was not a mere vision, for with the gods, nothing was ever as it seemed. The vision of his past set Kratos in search of answers. Answers that lay in the temple of Poseidon, deep within the city of Atlantis.
This is not a wise course of action, Kratos. It was a dream, nothing more.
The visions still haunt me, Athena. The visions you promised to take away. But this vision, I can change.
Perhaps it is a vision best left unchanged. There is more to this than you know. Please.
Give me to get a pause it there just for a little sec there. That first part there pretty much tells you a good bit about this. This is actually a game that is set after God of War and before God of War 2. Now, of course, playing through the God of War games, it will probably be one of the games you actually miss. Me, myself, I never knew about these two games. I heard of them, but I never saw any real gameplay of them to pretty well say what exactly they are. Because, well, let's face it, I don't own a PS3, and I can't even use the PS3 function of the PS4. I'm not kidding. It's just probably just the way my setup is. But I cannot at all ever, I guess you could say, play any PS3 game. At Quite I mean, I do want to play at some point God of War Ascension. Maybe if they do a remaster of it for PS5, and if possible, I can get a PS5. Maybe. Also, for the most part, I do hope that maybe at some point I do actually get a PS5, and I can play some of the games that are on PS5 only. Like, I mean, there is Demon Souls, which at some point maybe I might try. Maybe at some point. I don't know. But regardless, though, and of course, I am playing this on an emulator, as you can already can tell. Now, one thing I will make mention of with the codes here, one of the codes you can have is infinite raids. Now, because they have what's known as Sarah's Bane, which is a costume you can unlock in this game. I forget how you unlock it now. I'll probably look it up to tell you how you unlock it. But it's one of the, I think it's either a unlock you get in the Temple of Zeus, which is a rather interesting gimmick in this game. And I think this is the only one where it's utilized. The gimmick being is that you would essentially collect orbs through multiple playthroughs of the game, even if it's at to max. And what would happen is the Temple of Zeus will be unlocked after the fact, or could even be unlocked right away. You collect a bunch of orbs, and as you collect those orbs, what would happen is that you would essentially basically unlock various things in the game. There being either various gallery pieces, and even, of course, finding out who exactly the Gravekeeper is. The reason being is because a lot of people, myself included, didn't even know who this Gravekeeper was, that he just knew about Kratos. As it actually turns out, the Gravedigger is actually Zeus. You pretty well find out about that because it will be actually something that you unlock in the Temple of Zeus. One of the bigger things you can unlock. You can collect something known as the Gravekeeper Stubble. If you go into the arena, which is something you unlock in this game, to pretty well get a little bit of a better understanding as to how the enemies work. Yeah. Also, you could get your moves here, relics, Gorgon Eyes, Phoenix Feathers, Minotaur Horns, and Poseidon Feathers. You also notice that this game also features New Game Plus items as well. Now, those New Game Plus items are something that other games would do as well. Namely, God of War 3 would even do this, which I'm still waiting for my capture card to come. Now, granted, for the most part, I do know that I'm not going to fault the Zipper or Canada Post or anything like that. Because of the pandemic, it is going to be a little later than I thought. But regardless, though, I do plan at some point doing some PS4 stuff, if I can do it. And if so, one of the first games I'm probably going to do is either God of War 3 or Control. Now, I'll explain a little bit about what Control is and why it took me this long to actually do it. Is because, A, I do own a copy of the PC version. B, the game is not really optimized for PC. Well, at least in terms of what my rig is. Granted, for the most part, I mean, I'm still running a Windows 8.1 PC at this point. Not kidding. And it's been about roughly 5 years. Roughly 5 years since I've ever got it. But regardless, though, main controls are obvious. Now, we can't do Sarah's Bane yet. I mean, it looks like we can do Sarah's Bane, but it's a third question on top. He's kind of similar. Anyways, standard controls, square, square, yes. Why am I getting help?
Kratos! The beast is destroying the fleet!
Now, hopefully the game doesn't end up glitching on me because And now we also got a new thing called the Hyperion Charge. Yep, you can literally just down your enemies and punch them in the face. I think Bane actually might be the best one here, but I'm getting health for it. Health. Just yep, green ores for health, blue is magic, and red ores for magic. And of course, you gotta remember it's L and R. And of course we got the obvious, the mini game. The dice and this is of course the first boss. And also on the better block the flashing tentacles. Yeah, I think yeah, it's been a while since I've played this. how to... Okay, I'm gonna save state here. I got that on my first try. Oh, hello, chest. What are you doing on time? 16 minutes. Oh, and that's one of the chests that I need to open in order to get... I get... Gorgon Eye. And of course, we got our... controls. There we go. And of course, since I am playing this on an emulator, and my controller is being recognized as a... And of course, we got our save file here. Of course, we can't really upgrade anything until we get around Sweet House. Now, if I was rocking the Benjamin costume, I'd be getting red orbs just by getting hit. The reason why I say that is I think it's trying to farm like the experience boards, which you do have to do in order to get pretty well everything in the Temple of Zeus. And hello, Minotaur. This thing comes from Oh, I got it. That could have gone a little better. Oh, he's still there! Okay, I think what was supposed to happen was that he was supposed to get hit by steel attack. Somehow that still hit me. I'm still alive, apparently. Nice call back to God of War 1. And as you can see, we only have about half of what we need in order to upgrade our blades, so. There we go. Oh, they don't have that thing in this one. We could leap across. Right.
We can't defeat them all!
but like I hope doesn't happen is that I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but when I go around like into the last area or so, the game somehow makes a bunch of enemies appear. I hope it doesn't happen.
You're searching for him! The Ghost of Sparta!
Run for your lives!
Also, I won't be turning off the obvious one, which is the mini game that you need to get if you want to get the Amblosa. To get pretty much the pretty much what you can pretty much do the This is Sparta gif whenever you use the spear.
The Temple of Thanatos, the god of death, a vestige of a long-forgotten time. Erected before the rule of the Olympians, this temple was not placed here by mortal hands. Within its walls lay a passage to the domain of death.
This here is Endgame. Also, I'm hoping that the game really doesn't glitch out when I go here. I really hope it doesn't. Because the thing is, when we go right to it, it will say, the Temple of Thanatos, God of Death. Within its walls lie the entrance to a world that no mortal dare enter. He who possesses a skull of Chorus will be granted safe passage through this death gate. Might as well do a save here and check my time. Yeah, I can go a little longer. And this is something that would have been implemented in Simpsons. You know? Yeah, pretty good on health. The wheel of screen. Hello, SCYLLA. How to swim, and I already know how to swim. Still not enough. Alright, when I get to the next, when I call it. It is right before a boss fight. Yep, just a little over half an hour. So far, the game's actually pretty good. Might get out some maps as to say a few other things, who this woman is and who this mother is as well. Regardless though, I do hope you enjoy watching my playthrough of God of War Ghost of Sparta for the PSP. Subscribe if you want to check out other videos I've done in the past, or to stay tuned for future videos on the channel. Comment down below what you think of this game, or if you have another game you want me to check out on the channel, be sure to let me know down below. Until next time, stay Twins, thank SCYLLA, and I'll see you in the next video, my friends.